Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Fascinating Words and Phrases. And this one I love. I love a phrase where we even use it today, but we don't know the origin of it. And the phrase we're going to use today is in a jiffy. And so often I say to my wife, "Are you ready?" She said, "I'll be down in a jiffy." So it's still very relevant. But where does it come from? Gareth, let us know.
Well, I'm surprised that when you say to your wife, "Are you ready?" She says, "Keep your hair on,"
Oh,
which is a
cruel.
video we
That's
did the other
cruel.
week.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely. Yep.
but yeah, in a jiffy to be mean very quickly in a very short time. And last week we talked about how we love words that have a really good origin, like heard it on the grapevine, which was like nice and clean. This one, no, not so much.
Ah,
It's unknown. It's an unknown where it came from. Now, it is old. It's over 200 years old. Okay. So, basically, it first appeared in English in the late 18th century, with the earliest known examples of it being written down dating to around about 1785. Okay. And it has meant exactly what it means from the beginning all the way to now. Okay.
wow.
And the word jiffy, it is not a word. Okay. Nobody knows where it came from, and there are several ideas. Okay. First of all, it was a made up word which is expressive and makes sense because jiffy sounds like quick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So other words, for example, would be zip, zap. Yeah. Uh, those kind of words where it's like, it zipped along. It's just a made up word to express the speed, if you like. Jiffy. Jiffy is
Mm.
quick. That's it. Short, punchy sound, right? The
Yep.
second theory is that it might be related to thief. So
Oh,
an older theory has the idea that basically it evolved from an old saying, which was in the time it takes for a thief to steal something, a jiffy. Yeah,
wow.
but I kind of there's not much evidence behind that one I found. So it's essentially there is
This,
another theory that it comes from a word that existed but is no longer around, and that it was a dialect. So it was a condensed version of a word that no longer exists. Yeah,
mm.
but it has been acquired in scientific areas. So it can mean one hundredth of a second, one hundredth of a second. Yeah, the time between electrical power cycles in
Mm.
computing, in computing and electronics is a jiffy. Yeah,
But like the Hadron Collider, they would use that kind of phrase to
yeah,
to
yeah.
to
Some,
express
well,
something really fast.
yeah, something really fast. It's because jiffy has got that kind of feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it
I
survived
it's
200.
amazing. I can understand how it would be addressed to thievery, because in time of pickpockets, Oliver and all of that, gone in a jiffy.
Yeah,
Um, it's interesting how words, what do they call them, onomatopoeic, where what they sound like is the
yeah,
expression that they want to convey.
made up. Yeah,
I don't know if you saw, but Mel Brooks has literally just celebrated his 100th birthday, and he did a skit with, I think it's Rob Reiner. Maybe the father, it was the son. Anyway, what he did a whole series of things called the 2,000-year-old man, and you'll see why it's appropriate in terms of using a word and where that came from. And he told the story as this because he was asked, and how do words come about? He said, I'll give you an idea of how words come about. He said that there was a man who arrived at the farm, and he saw that there was a churn of milk. And he said to the farmer, he said, "Can I have a little drink of the milk? I'm very thirsty." And the farmer said, "Yeah, fine." And he took the top off the barrel and looked in, and it had gone all cheesy. And he said, the word is cheese. And that's how he
uh,
expressed it.
That's
Jeez.
awful.
He said, so that's how the word came about. Gee, so the Jiffy, there's another couple of things. There were bags which you were able, padded bags that you were able to put things in, and they were called Jiffy
Jiffy
bags.
bags, yeah, yeah.
And also there was a brand of contraceptive. So if there's children listening, listen away. And that was called Jiffy, and the slogan was "Come in a Jiffy."
Oh my word. The Jiffy bags were a marketing
Yeah,
campaign because
yeah,
they basically the bag it would get posted in a Jiffy.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
love
but
that.
it's one of those words. It's there's a few words in the English language that there's no uh exact origin, like blimp, posh, yeah,
Yeah.
and Jiffy is one of them, and it's one of the few.
It's interesting that you say that some of these words are like contractions.
Yeah,
They would be longer words or
well,
even
that's
perhaps
one
the
theory.
initials.
That's just one theory that
Mm,
it is a derivative of or an abbreviation or dialect of an existing word that we don't use anymore.
mm,
But I personally I think that it's a made up word, which is because it sounds onomatopoeic, as you say.
yeah.
It sounds like what it is. Jiffy, it's fast.
I've got a question for you. What's the fastest cake in the world?
I don't know.
Scone. Okay.
Jesus Christ. And on that note,
Yeah, enough of the dad jokes. But I love that. I love the idea of words that we use today that go way, way back. So thank you for that, Gareth. That was
you're right.
excellent.
You know everybody's left after that joke, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I know. I've got another one. There were two Ariels that got married. The wedding was terrible, but the reception was fantastic.
Oh dear me.
All
Right.
right, that's
And on that note, close us out, please.
I will do. So if you've enjoyed that little banter, I apologize for the jokes. Then do like, subscribe, comment, because we love hearing what you think of our stupid ramblings. We only do it for fun, so be kind to us. So thank you. We'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m. where we release another of these. So thanks, Gareth. That was brilliant.
Cheers, then. See you later.
Bye.
Ta-ra.